to set. We're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the visiting team and our home team. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go from Oakland. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Red! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
At the 36-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready? 19, 18.
Another carry for Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offense in front of the running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
No, here we go. Strike. 18 Cardinal, 18 Reno, Reno. Go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Tight, 19 tight, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Slot man motioned over. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Get it! Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 3 now.
18 Rebel, 70 Lions. Lions. Warriors 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Ready.
First and 10, or under Robinson. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
On first down, here's Daniels. Caught just shy of the goal line. He has the touchdown. The Thunderbirds finish up an excellent opening series. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running for the first time with a West Virginia rookie. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First and 10 from the 43. Dive play straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got it. Ready?
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go. Strike.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time left. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Racing down the left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Cool with the extra point. And the Falcons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
60 evil. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
4th down.
And he gets it away from his end zone. And he makes a fair catch well short of midfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down from the 41.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that 1st down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. So now that we've sorted that flag out, we've arrived at the end of the 1st. Both teams neck and neck so far. More coming up after this quick break. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
70 Timberwolf. Like it, 18. Let go.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. He's got him. It's caught. He's hauled down. What a wild play as they pull off the double pass. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Ready.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, let's Let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Falcons take a second quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Extra point by Cooley's up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Daniels now on first down. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Lions. Ready,
out of the gun, Daniels. This is cut downfield by Rice. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that gives him the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions.
Here's Robinson up the middle. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On second down, Robinson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Janet. Viking 18. Dragon 60.
They send a man in motion. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Okay,
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Seven Pirates.
And in motion, out of the slot. Rice motioning left.
Check match. Ready.
Third and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves a first and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. The Thunderbirds can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. This is Trujillo to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Thunderbirds tie things up at 14. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Setting him on the dive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for him here. First. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Cougar 19. Go.
Here's a design run. He cuts it right. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offense...
That's no good. The veteran misships one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Chooses to bring this one out. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Daniels. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
On the set.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Hot 7.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Okay,
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Come on, come on. 79 Broncos. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now Daniels to throw. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 38 on that one. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Daniels on 1st down. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Running left is Robinson. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives him a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Alert. Alert. Hey, Trash.
Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Staying with Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneers.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Throw here, third down. He brings it in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Catch is made in close. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Go! Cowboys! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Dragon 60! Go!
One final shot before the half. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Thunderbirds tie the game on the half's final play. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Knock this through, and they'll take a lead into the break. The kick is good, and we're looking at an entirely different game now here at halftime as they've taken the lead on that final play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return starts at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
70 Ranger. Let's go now. Let's go.
They go play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go Street. Warriors, 70.
Here's a throw. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty.
Got it. Ready?
Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running it after the penalty. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. Dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing now off the play action. Rolling out to his left. Now he's going to air this one out long down the middle. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's fourth down.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19. 19 light. Check smash. Check smash. Hurt. Hurt. Chap. Check. Chap. Check.
Looking to throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. It's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. McNeil in on the tackle.
6-yard line.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second
Here
down.
we go. Set. Ready.
They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And as we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turned it over on downs.
Turnover.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Robinson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. Second and goal coming up.
4-yard gain.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Come on. Set. Panther 6. Ready.
A run here with Robinson. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Ready. Lightning 8. Go.
Man in motion here. Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal.
Down. 70, Cup 19. Cup 19. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pulled right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
Design quarterback run here. He's within striking distance. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. A perfect design run for him, Brock, at the perfect time. What a gain. And as you tell me all the time, this is something we're seeing a lot more now than we did when, well, you were playing, buddy.
It is an offense's best friend, and it's a defense's nightmare. A quarterback that can scoot.
Okay,
Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for 2.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Down 2, they went for the tie right there, partner, but a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's a 4th quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. 3rd quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. All right, partner, are you on board with... Call we just saw. Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Gotta be lying.
They put a receiver in motion right. On first down, here's Daniels. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
18 Cardinal.
Daniels now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Come on. Down left. No. Left. Cougar 19.
A toss now to Robinson. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Panther 60. Go.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Gets a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Here we go. 70, Timberwolf. Cup 19.
Throwing now, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Dive play straight ahead. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. With a dive up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up third down.
Viking 18.
Back now, pressure coming. Getting out to his left. Big strike here to Williams. At the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose, that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than it's designed, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, kid, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on first down. Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Ready.
Here's a toss right side. Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that is good for a first down.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Go. He's rolling. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Out of the gun. Daniels. Finds his back. It's Robinson. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Cougar 19.
Putting a receiver in motion. Daniels throwing on 3rd. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
70 Ray, 70 Timberwolves.
Desperation time here. Looking slant route complete. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during a game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
18.
Working on 1st down. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
45.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and check downs, and usually there's a completion to be had. But Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Hot 7. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Pass play coming here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Got it. Ready?
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They draw it up for him. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Offense in the hurry up here.
33-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
19 Lions.
Back to throw it. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey. Panther 11. Panther 11. Seven Pirates.
Now Daniels off the play action. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Buffalo 80.
He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Viking 18. 60 Bellcat. Ready?
Play fake here. Daniels. And a little bit of big completion block, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Ready.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Let's go now. Candy Lions. Let's go.
3rd down give to Robinson. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5.
Let's go. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 3.
Slot man motioned over.
Cut 19. Cup 19.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Drops like the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down.
Get it. Buffalo 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. Seven Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing now. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready. Ready.
They give it to him again. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Let's go now.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Panther 60.
He's run that forward. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Bgmcleod, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Oakland.